Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tucker, and today I'm doing a Minnesota Timberwolves rebuild in NBA 2K19. Obviously, with all the Jimmy Butler stuff going on, it should be interesting to see how we can make this work. But if you watched yesterday's video, apparently all Minnesota has to do is nothing, and they'll lose in the finals in 7 games. Thanks, 2K Sim. So this really shouldn't be that difficult off the jump because Cat is already rated a 91 overall, and then we do still have Jimmy Butler, we have Andrew Wiggins, we have other guys that we can move for some pieces. But at this point, I know there are a few guys I want to try and move right off the start. I am going to try and trade Jimmy Butler just to make this realistic. Jeff Teague is probably going to get moved. I'm going to try and dump Jang's deal, and I'm also going to try and get rid of Andrew Wiggins. So there are a couple of deals in here that are really interesting. For example, the Hawks want to give me their first round pick. The Magic had a similar deal, but the problem is if I give them Jimmy Butler, that pick probably isn't going to be as good as I think it is right now. So I'd rather get a player instead. So I'm going to go ahead and make this. So I'm going to go ahead and make this deal and get Markelle Fultz. I swear, I'm going to get this line eventually. So I'm going to go ahead and make this deal and get Markelle Fultz and the cap relief of Wilson Chandler's expiring deal. No offense to Jidell, but expiring deals are actually good things, not bad contracts.
We already got a good trade. Plus we get rid of Taj Gibson's terrible contract.
It's a joke, fellas. I'm not throwing shade at Jidell. Relax. And now we get the wonderful task of trying to get rid of Andrew Wiggins. This is super interesting. Blake Griffin's deal is 29 years old, though. To be clear, these are much better trades than the Timberwolves would ever get in real life for Andrew Wiggins. I'm going to do this. I mean, I know Blake probably isn't going to get that much better. He's probably going to be an 86 the rest of the way, and he's got a big contract, but I'd rather have him than Andrew Wiggins. Sure, I'll do this. I'll get Buddy Hield for Jeff Teague. That's cool. Now let's see if we can somehow get rid of Gorgui Dieng. I'll do this, and that'll make the Lakers worse too because they won't be able to sign another free agent this summer. At least, I mean, they probably could, but not as easily. This would probably take up their max cap space. So I don't know why they would do this, but I'm down. So this is the new rotation. Obviously, everybody's pretty upset because our team chemistry is some butt. However, we do have a nice little young backcourt with Fultz and Hield, and then we've got Griffin and Towns in the front court. We're at about $107 million in salary, but this summer we should be getting rid of Wilson Chandler's deal and a handful of other guys, which should give us maybe like $15 to $20 million in cap room to add someone else, because obviously this is not going to be a championship level team just yet. At the All-Star break, Cat is our only All-Star, no surprise there. And we're at a 33-24 record, which is honestly better than I thought. Our team chemistry has done a complete 180, as you can see. I'm happy with that, though. We're sitting here tied for third in the West with the Lakers and Jazz, and the Thunder and Warriors are well ahead of everybody else. Blake Griffin is actually leading the team in scoring at 21, 7 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game. Towns right behind him over 20 and 10. Then Hield and Fultz, and then actually Derrick Rose is the 5th leading scorer on the team. Did not see that coming. A couple of guys hurt, but we should be fine. Pretty good run right up until the All-Star break as well, winning, I don't know, 7 of 8. Can I count? Something like that. But yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's go ahead and see how we do through the end of the year. Here we are at the end of the season. We didn't win any awards, but 48-34 is something I'm definitely happy with. I really don't understand 2K sometimes. I feel like Russ always makes second team all defense or first team all defense in 2K. So we are 5th in the West. We have the Lakers in the first round. Well, we won the first game, and then we took 4 straight L's. End of the season. But it's all good. I wasn't really worried about this. But it's all good. I wasn't really worried about this. But it's all good. I wasn't really worried about this. I wasn't really worried about this season anyway. It's more about the future and making sure that Fultz and Hield get better. Realistic simulation. So we have the 23rd pick. This is a user-created draft class that I downloaded. As always, their name will be in the description. I'm going to go with this guy out of Villanova. He's got A- potential, and in the draft, that's really all I care about. So this happens in literally every single rebuild that I do. KD, Kyrie, and Jimmy Butler all decline their option. So we've got $10 million in space. I could create 16 if I got rid of Tyus Jones, but I'd rather not do that. What I really need is a good wing. I'm going to try and see if I can get Tyreke Evans. Okay, well, that was easy. And then I can use a middle of exception on somebody. Let's just try and bring Wilson Chandler back. At the player progression screen now, we actually improved a good amount. Towns obviously got better. Blake, Tyreke, Markelle Fultz, that's huge for him to be getting better. And really, we need some of these guys to kind of break out, right? Because we've got our 2 stars, we've got Towns, we've got Blake, we've got a couple of other guys that are going to be solid, but we really need Fultz or Hield to turn into a star if we're going to win a championship. So here's the rotation. We have Fultz, Hield, Evans, Blake, Cat off the bench, Tyus Jones, Mo Wagner, Wilson Chandler Okogie, and Bates Diop as a solid 10-man rotation. And again, this is a really solid group, 2 stars, 3 other really good players. I don't know if we're going to win the championship this year, but if these guys continue to progress, we should be fine. But at this point, we're kind of locked in unless we trade somebody, because I know Buddy Hield is going to be up for an extension this summer, and then Fultz not long after that. So we're going to be locked in terms of money here pretty soon. I don't understand. Greg Popovich is our coach. Our team chemistry is above 85, and we can't get above 500. Like, if it's going to take this long to sim, it should at least get it right. Well, this doesn't help. Markelle Fultz, torn left MCL. Sweet. You're not on the Sixers anymore, dude. You're not supposed to get hurt all the time. We are 28 and 26. That puts us at, can I count? Wait, that puts us at the 8th. The Mavs, who's on the Mavs? They signed DeMarcus Cousins, and then Harrison Barnes is their second best player, and they're 3rd in the West. Realistic simulation. Fultz's stats suck because apparently he's been hurt, which is awesome, but Cat and Blake still doing well. 5 guys in double figures, and then Fultz. So if we can just get healthy, we should be fine. I swear, if we miss the playoffs, I'm going to lose my mind. We made the playoffs somehow. I just feel like every time I do a rebuild, this happens. The first year, we actually do fairly well. We were the 5th seed last year. And then I make the team better, and then we do worse the following year. I swear, every single time. We went from winning a game in the first round of the playoffs last year to winning a game in the first round of the playoffs this year, despite having a better team and having Greg Popovich as our head coach. Who's on the Thunder roster? I need to know. How did they sign Julius? I swear on my life, if Julius Randle took the middle of it, look at his contract. Look at it. Look at Julius Randle's contract to sign with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He was just a free agent. He turned down a $9 million option to go back to the Pelicans to sign a $1.57 million deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have an 81 overall player who is a 2-way player. He's on a 2-way contract, and it's an 81 overall. Realistic Sims. Realistic. What about the Raptors? Just out of curiosity, let's take a look at the Raptors. Allen Williams is an 83 overall. Did he not just get signed by the Nets for like literally nothing in September? If you're getting signed in September to a $0 contract, you should not be an 83 overall the year after. This is the most unbalanced roster I've ever seen in my entire life. Kawhi, perimeter player. Kyle Lowry, perimeter player. Jonas, big. Allen Williams, big. Serge Ibaka, big. Alex Len, big. Siakam, big. 4 of the next 6 players are bigs. I refuse to understand the way the 2K works this year. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Let's just get the season over with, Tucker. Cool. The Raptors are unbeatable. The Raptors are unbeatable. They've won 2 consecutive NBA championships. We have the 15th pick, which is nice. Greg, I'm going to need you to start earning your money, my dude. We're going to go ahead and use Tyreke Evans to move up in the draft. This Brissett kid is actually pretty good as well. Well, now we'll move up to the 8th pick and see if we can keep on moving up. We can't move up anymore, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and go with that. Sure. I don't care. Highest potential that we have left. So we don't have any cap space. The only move here really to make is to try and get someone for the mid-level exception, or if you're Julius Randle, $1.57 million. I will literally never forget that. And then also we got to re-sign Buddy Hield. Someone's going to offer him something restricted free agency. We can't afford to lose him. All right, the Bucks offered Buddy Hield a contract. We will match that. We'll bring in Delly, and we're at 15 players, so we're in there. We're good to go. At the player progression screen, we have apparently the exact same team from last year. I literally sent Fultz and Hield both to untapped potential, and they've gotten zero improvement from last year. Fultz got worse in some things and better. Apparently he's worse physically now as a 22-year-old. I do not understand. Okogie at least is getting better. So this is the rotation. We got Fultz at the 1, Hield at the 2. Okogie is going to play the 3 because why not? And then Blake at the 4, Cat at the 5. Rotation really isn't all that bad. We've got some good guys off the bench, some good young guys, and I might try and package some together to get a star because I feel like we definitely need a better guy on the perimeter to help out Blake and Cat. So we'll see how it goes. Honestly, man, we got to make a change. I can't. I don't know if it's Blake. I don't know if it's Buddy Hield, but I'm so tired of being under 500. Honestly, I'm going to make this deal. It's Gorgie Jennings' expiring deal, Brandon Ingram for Blake Griffin, who's old as can be, and Delly's deal, who I don't really care about. All right, let's see what that does. We can beat the Warriors and Rockets, no problem, but we get pummeled by the Hornets. Right now in the standings, we are all the way down here. Cat has been hurt for like a month and a half, which is great. I'm hoping when he gets healthy, we get better because I'm so tired of being below 500. Honestly, man, like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I understand that people have been hurt, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Cat's been hurt a good amount of the time, but there's no reason for us to be this bad. 20 games under 500 with this team, I refuse to believe that. I can't. To be clear, I'm not a quitter. This is just part one. I'm going to come back and I'm going to get the Timberwolves the championship. I can't deal with it today. Usually I limit my rebuilds to 5 seasons, and I obviously haven't completed the 4th season yet in this one, but I'm literally going to do it until I finally bring these guys a championship. So be on the lookout for that, I guess. Part 2 coming tomorrow, once I cool off. Catch you later.